A A very good afternoon and welcome to the fourth live stream game here at the Trio Invitational and U24 Championships. My name is Isaac So, and I have with me, Ryan Leong, to be with you through this game today. We're streaming from Putrajaya Equestrian Park here at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we have a very, very exciting game from the women's category for you.
Yes, it will be Team Hibiscus against next Sunday. Currently scheduled to play on 1:55, which is currently right now. Yes, the pool should be happening anytime soon.
I think this game is especially exciting for Malaysian fans out there watching because this is the
Malaysian national team. All right, the women's Malaysian national team. They have been training really hard, building their chemistry together as a whole, going for alternative weekends training together. These players they consist of mostly club team players from various clubs, and they do come together to train, as a nation, and in hopes to build the national team to a higher standard and a higher level to compete against international tournaments. And in this stage, it's a great opportunity for them to really showcase what they have, playing against each other, training with each other for almost weekends and months and to years, and we'll see what they have for us today. So as you can see on the field right now, the Hibiscus team is currently putting up a zone defense, which is really good at containing the offense from next Sunday.
Yeah, right now we saw the first pool came from Hibiscus, and so we have next Sunday on offense, and they're slowly but surely weaving their way through, making their way slowly up the field. Like Ryan said, we have this zone from the Hibiscus, and we'll see if they will change it up to anything else. There we go. The zone pressure has worked, and now Hibiscus has the opportunity for a break point over here.
Hibiscus looking around for an opportunity to advance the disc, playing patiently amongst their teammates, putting one up to the far end, but unfortunately making a missed throw to the end. Very unfortunate there, but however, this is not the end. Hibiscus still has the chance to pressure, to get the defense once again, and try to convert it into a point of their own.
And we see here back with the zone from Hibiscus, trying to contain these throws. But next Sunday seems to be able to slowly weave it through. We'll see if they crumble under pressure, but it seems as though they're confident with this. Making their way up to the front of the end zone, looking for any options. And a high release.
And a D from Hibiscus. However, there is a call. I believe they are calling a contact that may have resulted to next Sunday not being able to catch the disc in the end zone. So giving them a bit of time on the field to settle the call. I believe the Malaysians are in disagreement to the call by next Sunday, whereby the hand has been pushed off, resulting next Sunday not being able to catch the disc.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good look at that, so I can't really give any comments as of now, but it looks like it's gonna be... They're still
right
discussing.
Now there seems to be a perspective from one of the Hibiscus players that's given to the pair that's directly involved to the call. Once the perspective has been given, it's down to the person who calls it to determine, and it is a contested call. So the disc goes back to the handler before the throw, and the play starts again.
Swinging it around to the other side of the field, very smart, pushing all the defenders that way, and now making their way back to the other end to try and find an easy way into the end zone.
Singapore finding
there we
opportunity
go.
and a score.
A beautiful and calm way to get that score through the zone, moving back and forth from the left and right to the field of the field, waiting patiently for any opportunity, and they found it.
There, unfortunately for Hibiscus, they did not get a break point from this opportunity. However, next up they will be on offense to get that point back and hopefully have another chance at a break on the following point. But gotta hand it to next Sunday. They really played the safe options right after the call, knowing that they have to keep that possession. They swung it back and forth on the break side, on the open side, really tiring out the cup from the Hibiscus team. And from there, they managed to squeeze in the throw all the way to the break side of the field.
Yep. And as you can see, it's really hot now in KL, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. It's 2 p.m. and you can definitely see that everybody here is a little bit more not so full of energy as they probably would be if it was without sun, but they still are giving the best. The pool lands at the near side of the field and it gets tossed back to the center of nice save by unfortunately it was a turnover, not a save.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate here, but Hibiscus being on defense, can they get the disc back? But next Sunday seems to be advancing the disc pretty well. It hucked into the end zone. Will it be contested? And next Sunday gets it back and scores a break point for them in this match.
I think that switch from defense to offense for next Sunday is really strong in there for them actually. Like they really push themselves to take full opportunity of that turnover. And as you can see here, they make those confident throws right to the end zone and confident catches as well, even though there's pressure next to her. She's still able to catch that number 9 from next Sunday.
You're right. This is indeed a hot day. We do impose a heat break between every 3 points for as long as, how many minutes if you do recall?
I think it's 3 minutes, but that may be too long.
Yes, perhaps. But either way, we do impose a heat break. You know, it's for the well-being for all players that's on this field right now at Equestrian Park. We do take the welfare of every player here seriously. So yeah, this is our efforts. And well, going back to the game, Hibiscus on the offense, bring up the disc slowly. What seems to be a zone-ish defense. No, sorry, my mistake. This is a person defense. But Hibiscus having no problems at all moving the disc up. Very smooth transition. Good break passes all along.
I feel like they're giving a lot of downfield opportunities, Hibiscus, and it really is working out for them. They're in front of the end zone right now, looking for holes in the end zone to be able to penetrate and get the scores.
Yes.
Oh, and a layout block.
D by next Sunday. Impressive effort. We get a playback right now on that layout D, and indeed, next Sunday did get her hands on that disc. Next Sunday on the offense, a little bit of fumble there, but still has it. Looking for a downfield option. Looking to swing, gets it. Just really maintaining that offensive pressure. And ooh, what a layout bit by next Sunday to keep that disc alive. An upline throw and a catch. However, I don't believe it's a score. Next Sunday to walk back to the line. And the play continues. Looking to be rescued. And a forehand into the end zone. This gives them their 3 new score against Hibiscus.
Even through the heat, next Sunday is showing the pure athleticism by really pushing through, giving and really going up line, getting all those, getting the speed and the distance ahead from their defenders at the moment.
Yes, indeed. But next Sunday, they did came in strong, starting of the game 3-0, showing that they do mean business in this game.
But like we've mentioned in any of the previous games as well, an early lead can always be defeated. They have to be very careful about getting comfortable in their lead, especially with amazing teams such as Hibiscus as well. Both teams here, looking at their track record, have beaten their teams. Have what do you call it? Score caps.
Yes,
Have score
both
capped the
teams
teams.
have had score caps against others in the previous games as well. So these are, I would say, one of the strongest women's matchup that we can have for today.
Yeah.
Next Sunday with the pool. Disc lands out though. Perhaps Hibiscus might call a brick.
And it looks to be sort of a very isolated handler play over here. With you don't even see the cutters on the live stream right now. They're playing a
Yes.
very isolated handler movement space. A high throw, but she still gets it. Passing it back.
Very handler dominant play going on right now.
Yep.
Seems to be working to their favor to move the disc up slowly, pass by pass. Oh, and a overshot by Hibiscus. Oh, that's going to cost them now that next Sunday has the offensive chance.
Fourth break opportunity for next Sunday. Let's see if Hibiscus has what it takes. Oh, hand block! And right in front of the end zone. What a time to have this.
Hibiscus playing patiently, being prudent with their choices. Will they be able to score this one? The handler asking the players to clear out from that space in the end zone. A dishy to the middle. Really inching it in, and it's a score from Hibiscus. Really tough matchup for the Hibiscus team. You can see how hard they are working towards getting the disc, and you can see how next Sunday is covering every player on that field so well. It's tight, it's difficult, right? And well, unfortunately, Hibiscus did get the upper hand at that very point and score their first point of the match.
And with that, I think we still have the heat breaks on, and I think it's about 2 minutes every 3 points. So we might have missed the previous one, so I think they might be taking a short heat break over here. So during this time, maybe I'll share a little bit of statistics from the previous games that we have. Next Sunday, their first game of the day, they beat Shenzhen Haikei 13-7, and then next they beat T Ferries 13-0. So as you can see, very, very convincing scores over here by next Sunday. But however, you can also see on the Malaysian Hibiscus side, they also beat T Ferries 13-2, and then Shenzhen Haikei 13-5. So both teams getting score caps by these two extremely talented and skillful teams that are playing against each other now in this stage of the competition.
Indeed, they are a wonderful matchup, and it is a pleasure to be live streaming this. You know, it's a great opportunity. What a matchup indeed. So far, it's only been 4 minutes in, and it's already been 3-1. Am I right? 4 minutes.
No,
sorry.
I think it's 14
minutes. My time passed so fast when plays are good. All right. So, going back through the replays, you can see the efforts made by two teams to get to the score that they are in now.
You can really tell that both teams are having the amount of mutual respect that they have for each other by really pushing the other team to the limits and really giving their all and everything.
Okay, and we're back live again. Teams are having discussion. I still do believe this is the heat break. So give it some time. We will start in a short moment. All right, and we're back with Hibiscus to pull as they'll start on the defensive against the team next Sunday. Amrita with the pull. And next Sunday, setting up their offense against the Hibiscus team's defense.
It seems to be a little bit of a poachy zone defense from the Malaysians, from the Malaysian Hibiscus, sorry, and a very handler dominant play from next Sunday.
Next Sunday is looking down the field but seem to have no options available. Swinging between the players, between the handlers, keeping the disc moving as what they do best. The Hibiscus team, however, doing a very good... Oh, and a turnover. A drop by team next Sunday. Hibiscus not backing down, picking the disc up as early as possible, but seems to have no options down the field. And a swing right into the defender's hands.
We
Next
see
Sunday,
a deep shot.
puts it deep, and next Sunday gets it to make the score.
Having that vision is so important, being able to pick it up immediately and knowing, okay, I'm going to trust my teammate enough to send that for her.
But wait a minute, I do...
Oh.
I'm not too certain, but I think I saw the disc being sent back. I believe that's a call. We'll see in a moment's time.
Oh, yep, there is a call and they will be discussing it. Not too sure what the call is. Oh, looks to be a travel call called by Malaysia number 23. Let's be disc in again. Back to the thrower.
Will next Sunday attempt another throw to the deep as they did early, or might just play a short ball in? Next Sunday, swinging the disc around to keep possession. Team Hibiscus trying their very best to contain, to get the D from next Sunday. But next Sunday, just keeping their composure, very confident with their throws, very confident with their teammates and catches. This is outstanding athleticism and trust between the players.
Next Sunday seems to be getting a very good amount of up lines that have been really effective for them.
And hold up, there is another travel call by Team Hibiscus. And now there is a discussion on whether or not that is a travel or not.
Oh.
And it is uncontested, so it is ruled as a travel, and it goes back. No,
retracted.
Sorry, apologies. That was a retracted travel call. So the disc goes back to the handler, the next Sunday who had the disc from that throw. Next Sunday, just right outside the end zone, and a put backhand into the end zone, making it the score.
A slight miscommunication between the Malaysian Hibiscus players there on who they would be taking in that defense, causing a next Sunday player to be right open on the break side for that catch.
And that puts next Sunday in another points lead. I believe that would make it 4-1. Yes, indeed.
Right now, I think Nick Sunday has been doing a really good job at being really confident with their throws and even the short passes as well as the hucks that have been very, very effective for them. I think taking that initiative, especially with the handlers, that especially when they are playing such a handler-dominant game, these handlers have been really getting the up lines, getting the arounds, making the plays for this team, and that has been what has been making the difference, I feel.
Yes, indeed. The consistency of their throws are phenomenal. Like, you can see them putting quick passes from forehand, backhands, and it's on the dot, it's on the point. It goes to show you don't really need a huck or a great sky to just score a point, but sometimes just consistency and just the will to keep it going until you reach the end zone. Maybe that's all you need.
One of the next Sunday players a little disappointed with her pool, but I'm sure she will get it back. You can see them climbing over the fence to get the disc. Ooh.
All right, and the disc is back on the field. Hibiscus with an offensive chance now. Again, they're playing this very handler dominant, where there's 3-1, and I believe another three down the field. In between the handlers, keeping the disc circulating, and occasionally looking downfield. Cutters aren't quite providing much options.
Yeah, and I think another thing is that these cutters, they seem to be stacking really, really far up, and especially in this heat, having to get away from the defender with such distance, it really is a huge task. Oh, but an inside throw. So you can see number 38 from the Malaysian Hibiscus calling her cutters down.
Trying to get that continuation, and an overthrow to the Hibiscus players. Well, that gives next Sunday another break opportunity. Will this be a smooth offense to a score, or will Hibiscus get a chance at offense once again? Smooth passes between the next Sunday players, going break side to open side to break again. It is
and a huge seems to be a bit of discussion about if that disc was up or down.
Yes, it might have touched the ground, but it's hard to say at this distance.
Yeah. We might be able to get a replay, but I think they would have the best sight for that. And one of the Malaysian Hibiscus players actually indicates that she thinks it might be up.
Well, that is down to whether she did stop the rotation of the disc. I did see her kind of implying that she caught it with her neck, but there it is. There is a turn. So Hibiscus with an opportunity to get back the point. Again, with this handler play, they move the disc up and a huck too deep. What a put by Hibiscus. Will this be a scoring chance? Ooh, and a tee by next Sunday.
Huge defensive skills on that.
Yeah.
Reading the disc and amazing. Oh my gosh.
Right into the offense. And next Sunday, looking for more opportunities down the field. There's uplines, there's rounds, there's so many options down the field for them.
Yeah, I definitely think one thing that they do slightly differently.
That's an overthrow.
A good bid for next Sunday, but we get to see Hibiscus back on offense.
Hibiscus with the disc. Break throw and overshot and
Quick react.
oh,
Oh, is there any discussion about a contact call down the field?
there seemed to be a call by the initial receiver who missed the disc initially. She might be implying that she was about to get the disc till there was a contact that might have affected the play.
We'll get a replay on. Oh, we can't really get a full replay on that. But they'll know best, and we'll see a conclusion coming soon. They're looking for opinions around the field. And it looks like we might have an injury sub from next Sunday.
An injury. Is it an injury sub? I see. I'm not really sure about that because, well,
I thought I saw somebody walk off, but maybe not.
yes, she did walk off, but doesn't seem to be an injury to me. I'm not too certain either. Maybe perhaps those are in the live stream. Feel free to look back what the call was. But going back to the game, Hibiscus moving up the disc smoothly this time. Looking for options and a score from Hibiscus, bringing the score to 2-4. 2-point lead still to next Sunday, and we'll see what would Hibiscus do next to bring their game up.
I think in that, we get to watch the replay, but I was just about to say, I think that last point really showed Hibiscus's flow much better than what we've been seeing so far. I think something that Nick Sunday is doing really well is that they're utilizing almost every person on their team to be able to get those passes along, and that really has been moving the disc well for them to the end zone and being for them to be able to secure that point as well.
Yes, and as you can see there, I believe the coach, Greg, yes, that's right, that's Greg on the field, the coach for the Hibiscus women's team right now. He's advising the team the best ways to go about the next Sunday's really consistent offense. It is really something indeed that it's going to be difficult to break down, but a challenge indeed. Is no easy feat, and let's just see how Hibiscus can turn this around.
A nice pull, let's see, and it's inbounds. There we go. Looks to be another hurry. Oh wait, no, not really.
It is a zone defense put up by the Hibiscus team.
It seems to be both teams seem to have a very handler movement, handler dominant play, I would say. Getting 4 people close to the front, leaving 3 of them empty, and Nick Sunday is moving the disc up really quickly, surpassing that zone.
Yes, Hibiscus still switching to a person mark right now, but seems to have no effect whatsoever to next Sunday. Next Sunday still being able to play their game despite the many various defensive strategy that Hibiscus has given them. Next Sunday with the put and a score once again by Team Next Sunday.
That brings the score to 5-2, and again we're seeing a very clinical short passes, easy and secure passes that are really effective and 100% secure. Right to the front of the end zone, and then lastly an easy dump to get the score.
Yes, what has been one of Next Sunday's biggest advantage towards the Hibiscus zone is their quick passes to the breaks and their quick releases. Not giving time for the Hibiscus zone to set up, pass to pass, moving forward, and that just really sets them apart from their opponents right now. Is their speed.
That's right, and I think it looks like we've come to another heat break. That will be another 2 minutes to ensure the safety of our players over here. It is really hot, so make sure wherever you are, you keep hydrated and make sure to wear sunscreen to protect yourself from UV rays as well.
For those tuning in on the live stream, this would be the last game that's being live streamed for today. There will be more coming up tomorrow, so please like and subscribe. You know, so that you can tune in, put a reminder for tomorrow, you know, for the games upcoming where it will get more intense. We will be filming more of the quarters, semis, and of course the finals that will be happening tomorrow.
That's right, we'll be right here at the Equestrian Park in Kuala Lumpur, Putrajaya, Kuala Lumpur again tomorrow. Hopefully all the teams will be not so tired after today and they'll still be able to perform tomorrow. But I think these heat breaks, I've heard a little bit of controversy about it actually. Some people are saying that it does eat into the time, the 60 minutes that they have, and that actually gives a little bit of disadvantage to some teams that are actually behind. However, the plus side to it is of course like this is definitely for the safety of the players, and you know we've been hearing news and all, especially with like the weather getting worse, of people you know getting heat strokes and of sorts. So it really is a measure that you know sometimes we have to take, but definitely is something that potentially could put a team behind, especially when they are maybe like 4 or 5 points down and they're not able to use the momentum of them scoring 1 or 2 points, especially if there's like a 2-minute break in between that you know may break the momentum.
Yes, indeed, it may play into a factor that might affect the team. But at the end of the day, will it affect 2 teams or will it affect 1? Can 1 turn it around and turn it into an advantage to them? That rest being all they need to gather themselves mentally and physically to get back into the next point. You never know. So we'll see if next Sunday or Hibiscus would turn up the heat in their place.
Okay, let's say you were in the Hibiscus squad right now. What do you think they would be talking about? What do you think they would be trying to brainstorm to try and figure out how to combat this really strong offense that next Sunday is putting up, as well as a really strong deep man-mark defense that they have been putting up?
Yes, for Hibiscus wise, looking at their offense, they are playing a very handler heavy. However, the yardage that they gain from playing such offense was not too effective, right? And as you can see, like there are players like signaling to come back, come closer, right? There might be some adjustments needed on the players downfield for the continuation after the handler has played their passes, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the cutters downfield definitely have to move up a little bit just to give that assistance, especially when they to make that cut down. If they have to take fewer steps instead of running, I don't know how many yards, but like much further, they definitely can conserve a lot more energy. So over here we see the Malaysian Hibiscus on offense again, and they make a nice throw to the cutter and a beautiful hug all the way to the end zone.
Oh, a miss.
Which was just nearly missed by number 21 from Hibiscus. Well, might not be number 21. She's wearing number. Oh no, that's Soul Pants. She is number 21 from Hibiscus.
Yes, good effort though by next Sunday, attempting to bid. A little bit of contact there, but no problems at all. Next Sunday player getting back on her feet. Again, next Sunday with the smooth flow. Oh, a little bit of hiccup there, but a breakthrough.
You can definitely see the speed at which they are moving. It's definitely from experience playing as a team together.
Yes.
You see the handlers commanding the cutters where to go, where directing them to the disc. Oh, and a layout grab, full extension to save the disc as they move it up closer and closer to the end zone.
Very impressive indeed. A very dominant play by the two handlers.
Yeah. But what I like about it is that they are handler dominant, but they still utilize those cutters in order to really gain those yards for the disc. There seems to be a bit of a call here between the players. We'll see what that's about. Nothing much, so I think they'll be starting back again.
This is swung to the middle, looking for opportunities down the field. Gets it, and
That's
it's
a
a score by next Sunday.
Bringing the score to 6-2 to next Sunday. And I believe that that might be a half, or it might be half at 7. We'll see. No, it looks like that will be a half.
Yes, seems so. Alright, I am back here again. So, Isaac, with me right now, tell me, what is your go-to on a hot weather like this?
Oh, I don't know if you're not from Malaysia, this might not be you might not know what this is, but if you've heard of those Tutti Frutti Slurpees from 7-Eleven,
Ooh, yes.
those used to be a childhood fave, especially in weather like this. However, if you've tried Vida is really good.
Vida?
Yeah, usually a lot of these frisbee events we have Vida.
Okay, just gonna make it clear, this is not a promotion at all. This is a personal preference,
Yeah.
alright? Okay, but yes, a refreshing drink indeed would be great. And yeah, Slurpees, essentially they are slushies. For those who might interpret it as slushies, yeah, they're great.
But if you're here at Putrajaya Equestrian Park, we have some nice ice cold ready oranges down at the stands. If you are around, grab one. Make sure to stay hydrated. Have lots of fruits, water.
Yeah, go ahead. It's all for the contestants that are in this tournament.
We also have a few vendors around that are selling, I believe, watermelon juice or Slurpees.
Yeah, they do have some varieties, so do come down to Putrajaya, come visit, come watch a game, come grab a drink, you know. It would be enjoyable in this heat. So a little bit of a trivia. The national fruit for Malaysia is actually, could you guess what it is?
I think I have a bit of an idea, especially being Malaysian.
Yes, give it a guess, give it a guess.
Those that are not from here, it would be the durian. And
Are you sure about that?
Is it not?
Is it not? Is the question you asked? Well, according to Wiki, hey.
Whoa, I'm about to be schooled here on my common knowledge.
Yes, you know, I was once how to say I was once surprised myself. I always thought that Malaysian the national fruit from Malaysia was durian, because we love durian a lot. It is great. It is tasty. It smells amazing. For those of you who don't believe me, you probably still have that stance. I don't I do not condemn you. I understand where you're coming from, but it is a fruit that we love. However, it is not our national fruit.
I have been gagged.
Yes, I've just revealed the answer to Isaac, and he is shocked and maybe a little bit disappointed that he's calling himself Malaysian.
That's crazy. I
Right.
had no idea. It is, well, if you're not sure, I'm not sure if I should spoil it here,
No, go ahead, go ahead.
but it's actually the papaya, and I would have never guessed that.
That's right.
That is crazy. But anyway, we're back to the game after the half. It is 6-2 to next Sunday, but it is still anybody's game, and the Malaysian Hibiscus definitely have what it takes.
And what a D by next Sunday. Really anticipating all the forward throws. And look at that. They got the D and now trying to convert it into a point of their own. Next Sunday struggling a little bit there to get the disc out. A break. And break once again. Bring it all the way to the other side of the field.
Playing it calm and collected, swinging it around, not afraid to pass it back.
Next Sunday, really putting it all the work, and finally a break score. It was a phenomenal D by next Sunday. They really did anticipate the follow-up throw, the follow-up cuts that's coming out from the back, and from there makes a bit and gets the D.
Over here we'll see the replay. There we go, an easy forehand, open side throw.
Up the line. Yes. Going back to fun facts, the hibiscus is a flower, and okay, this time not not gonna throw in any curveball or anything, but hibiscus is the national flower for Malaysia.
That one I would hope that I would get correctly. If I got two wrong in a row, I might have to move somewhere else.
You might have to move somewhere else.
What about some fun facts about our teams over here? Can you give me something about the Malaysian Hibiscus, the frisbee team? I mean.
Well, hibiscus actually derive. The team has started from the national training program. Right, these are the efforts from the Malaysian ultimate community to bring together one of the best field players in the various different clubs to learn to synergize together, to share, to grow together into a team that is national worthy. And as you can see here, these are the top Malaysian women, one of the few tops as well. And at the same time, they are training others as well to get on to par to their level of a national player.
Well, we saw a nice huck, but it did not. Oh,
what a layout grab
layout,
from next Sunday.
full extension to keep that disc alive in play. We'll see here another opportunity for a break score for next Sunday.
Hibiscus attempted for the D there, missed it. What seems to be a backhand force. But next Sunday, having no problems at all to advance the disc, putting up the open throws to the breaks, open to the breaks, no problem at all.
Yeah, and something that I personally have been taking note of is next Sunday's really effective up the line cuts that have really gained them a lot of yards as well as a lot of space from the defender.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and a huge bid.
but miss. Yes, indeed. Following up to your earlier statement, these up line has really been next Sunday's powerful weapon against the Hibiscus team.
Slowly pulling away next Sunday, 7-2 to Hibiscus. However, it still is anybody's game if Hibiscus keeps their mental and their focus in. If they really want this, and their efforts will show. It is an extremely hot day, so make sure you keep well hydrated. As you can see, these players on the field, they're giving it their all in this hot heat. Woo. Wow. 8-2.
And it seems like all the players are retreating to the shades. I believe it's the heat break right now.
So just now, before this game, I was talking to a few of the next Sunday players, and although they may seem like a very well-versed team that has been playing for a really long time, they actually started playing together from March 2024 this year, and they really just consist of club members, frisbee club members that are really passionate about frisbee, that are looking for an alternative platform to play here. And their last tournament was the Alpha Outdoor. Some of the members from this team next Sunday actually also played in the Alpha Outdoor under the team All for Chocolate. So a phrase that would describe them is actually just a chaotic bunch of girls, but from their plays here, they should be also called, I guess, a talented bunch of girls, or a really skillful bunch of girls, because they really are really talented and skillful at this sport.
Yes, indeed. As you can see, most of the plays consist of short passes between each. There's not a lot of hugs that comes out from next Sunday. Really being really careful and precise with their throws, moving the disc bit by bit all the way to the end zone. Whereas you can see where Hibiscus, they did take the shots, but unfortunately they did fall short, missing it or overthrowing it, as you can see in the replays here. Please enjoy.
Again, we see Greg talking to the Hibiscus team, trying to figure out what they're going to do next to try and combat this. With the afternoon heat, it really does bring the mental game to a whole new level of the mentality as well as the physicality in this sort of sport.
You know, it is a great thing that they are playing on field right now at this weather. Because I've experienced playing Ultimate on a turf field at this hour on very high heat, and it is one of the most painful experiences. Like, I would come out from a game with blisters on my feet in a matter of 30-40 minutes, and it's really awful. It's really hot, and yeah, having to play on grass, on soil, really does take it to really does give ease to the players, really. And not to mention, if you do lay out on a turf field, the rug burns you're gonna get from it, will be nasty.
They definitely would be no joke. But we're back in the game with a pull from next Sunday to the Hibiscus, and they are playing that horizontal 3-person handler game. But now we're seeing a lot of cutters downfield that are running down and getting the disc. A very nice change, if I may say so myself. And let's see if this will be a point for them where they're able to change. And beautiful open side throws.
And
and so close, number 21 raising her hand in an apology and saying, "That's my mistake."
yes.
But a very, very good opportunity and a lot better than what we've been seeing so far. I really hope that we're able to see them continue and put up the effort for this to be able to get some scores in.
It was a very good effort from next Sunday. They did get their hands on the disc, tipping it off, preventing Hibiscus from getting that score. Now, next Sunday, with the break opportunity.
Hibiscus is going to work twice as hard on defense just to make sure that they don't convert this into another break. But next Sunday, moving the disc smoothly right into the end zone.
And
that is a score
by next Sunday. Seamless, smooth, offensive movement all the way from one end to the other.
I'll tell you, if it was the first time I saw them playing, I would have never guessed that they would just form a few months ago. This is really, really a sight of experience, talent, chemistry, and all of the above from next Sunday.
I believe overall, next Sunday do consist, like you said, it consists of mostly club team players with experience. They already have this foundation between them. The throws, as you can see here in this game, the throws, the catch, the skies, the defense, the anticipation, all of that, it really goes to say how experienced they are as an individual and put together playing for a few months. And yeah, they've practically invented a chemistry that they've never thought would work, and here they are showing what they can do. So really exciting. It is leaning towards next Sunday's favor to win this match indeed, right? And we are going to be seeing them tomorrow in the quarters, in the knockoffs, and perhaps even the finals.
But you never know, especially with the 1+ rule that we have here in the tournament. It really is anybody's game, and we have seen some of the biggest comebacks on this stage here, from things like 6-11 down to like 12-11. So it really is anybody's game, and Hibiscus has to keep the hits up high if they want to have a chance in this. A very nice throw
into the deep, but it's gone out. It was a good effort, good idea, however, execution not there. Again, like I said, the +1 does give them an opportunity to come back, but however, in order for Hibiscus to really catch up on to next Sunday, they really need to pull themselves together to not to make very sure decisions, safer decisions perhaps, maybe, and really working hard on their defense to stop next Sunday. As of now, next Sunday seems to have a very smooth offense, practically unstoppable at this moment. So wonder what does Hibiscus have in their sleeve to stop this.
Yeah, I would say every single time next Sunday has had an opportunity to convert a break point, it has been so with very, very minimal number of turnovers or even calls.
Yes, in other words, it was clean.
It was clean. That's one way to say it in 2 words, or 3 words, I guess. And it seems to be a travel call by Hibiscus on next Sunday, but the disc will go back and we'll see what happens from here.
Next Sunday, playing on the open side and
and a turnover. One of the few times that we've seen next Sunday turnover from a upline cut. But now we'll see Hibiscus having the opportunity here to convert this back into a point to bring them back closer and hopefully start closing the gap.
And a misthrow and another turnover by next Sunday. They were just too rash with that throw and resulted to another turnover. However, that was a close one. Hibiscus with the disc, puts it up line, gets it. Perhaps a hop into the deep. Will Hibiscus get this? And no! A tip from next Sunday and then turnover.
Very, very close, and I must say a good look on the handler's side, but a very good defensive tip just from the next Sunday player that just pushed it out of the Hibiscus player's reach.
Not so sure about whether that's a tip or not, but whatever it is, it worked next Sunday on the offensive opportunity once again. Oh, and a D by Hibiscus player on the handler. However, there is a call. Hibiscus not looking too happy with that call from next Sunday.
It seems it might be a contact contested, which will mean it will go back to the thrower.
Next Sunday with the disc.
Next Sunday really moving the disc really well and finding the little pockets that they can dish the disc into. And we see another upline, but no, she's not taking that option. She chooses the safer option and dumps it back.
Yes, it is always very tempting, right outside the end zone to just put it in right there. But, sometimes patience speaks. Play of body control, having not to rely on physicality in order to get the upper hand. Really, it's an impressive feat from next Sunday indeed.
A bit of a double cut we can see from next Sunday, however they still managed to figure it out and make the catch. We haven't really been able to see the potential that Hibiscus has been showing throughout the competition. Maybe it's just that next Sunday has been throwing them off with their really, really precise and clinical plays. But hopefully with the time remaining, we might be able to see a little bit more of Hibiscus and see what they're capable of.
I do agree with you. Next Sunday has been very aggressive on the defense and really pressuring the Hibiscus team during their offensive point, and as usual, as we have seen countless of points by next Sunday, their flow for their offense is spectacular. It's smooth, it's precise, it's really enjoyable to watch, really. And now Hibiscus putting the effort to get this point for themselves.
Seeing some nice flow and passes from Hibiscus right now. Very nice movement. I like how the handler is actually telling a slight
and a catch. However, is that catch in or out? Will there be a call? And it is signaled to be in. And the disc continues with Hibiscus. Oof, a near D, but however that was an overthrow by Hibiscus. So once again, next Sunday on the offense. An
She sends the
upline.
upline, still at the sideline of the field. They swing it back to the middle. Again with the quick and short passes up and up, moving the field. Oh, a high throw and a
Caught
catch.
by next Sunday and a score.
Besides that one slightly high pass, everything else was almost super accurate. Really showing next Sunday how next Sunday has been super accurate throughout this competition.
Yes.
But this was a really great catch, or at least a pull down of the disc of the next Sunday player.
Yes, a good read indeed.
Yep. And then just dishing it with a small jump into the end zone by number 5 from next Sunday.
And time is up. I'm not too sure if the timeout is called before the point was scored, but we'll see shortly. This might be the last point of the game, or it might be a longer one. Let's see if Hibiscus will give it their all to push and close the gap between Hibiscus and next Sunday.
Although it does look like there's a timeout being called.
Yes, it seems so. And well, with grace, the clouds have come in. The weather's not too hot. There is some leniency and grace given by the weather, and that's great because that's what the players need, really, just some shade and a way to cool themselves in this hot weather. So as the day is ending, Isaac, is there any more games after this? I believe this should be the last game of the day.
Yeah, I believe so too. We're trying to end the tournament slightly earlier as to avoid any chances of rain. However, we'll have plenty of more games tomorrow, so stay tuned and make sure you catch us tomorrow as well.
Yes, indeed. The rain here is brutal. It might be just rain, but most of the time it does come with thunderstorm. And well, with protocols, we do need to stop the game. We will need to delay the game until further notice. But as of today, it's great weather all around, hot indeed. And next Sunday with the pool right now.
Isolating that middle player, but unable to get open. But there we go. She makes the catch, number 25 from the Malaysian Hibiscus. Looking for a reset.
Gets it, puts it down the field.
A huge catch. And they move it down slowly but surely. Number 25.
Looking for assistance. Gets it, swings it around, puts it down
Flipping
the
the
field.
field. That's great.
A break throw to the middle. Another high release into the end zone and scores by Hibiscus. What a put, what a grab.
That was really great vision from the handler over there, being able to see that the player downfield, number 25, was open enough to be able to get that, and trusting her as well to make that catch.
Yes, I've seen a lot of these break throws coming out from the backhand to the break side of the field into the end zone. and this is by far the successful chance they have in this whole entire match.
If they're gonna come back, it's now or never.
Yes, indeed. But it's not about the offensive or defense that next Sunday put on Hibiscus, really. I believe the one that's most potent coming from next Sunday is their offensive play. The 1-2 passes going all the way from from their end zone to the scoring end zone has been really smooth and has been unstoppable by far. So let's hope that the Hibiscus team has something up their sleeves to turn it into a break point for themselves.
I agree, and I think having that really good offensive play has really made them confident to be able to play well, especially in their defense, and that may have also contributed to the reason why maybe Hibiscus has been a little bit more not anxious when they play, but you can see that they're not really playing with the most confidence that we've seen them play before. But over here we see next Sunday moving the disc down close to the end zone, flipping the field back.
Next Sunday, not afraid to lose that yardage to keep possession. Swings it to the break. Swings it to the break once again.
Looking
and
for the easy pass,
puts
and
it in the end zone. And that puts next Sunday 12-3 against Hibiscus. And will that be the end? I believe there is still one more. I believe they are playing till 13.
Oh, yeah, I think that would be a game to 13. So Hibiscus would probably need another 9 points to catch up. It is a tough ask, but do they have it in them?
Well, if you are being really optimistic, then yeah, well, there is a very slight chance for them to come back.
There is a very slight chance.
But again, it's based on how they play. Oh, never mind.
Looks like the time was called before that, so it would be a game to 12, and that would be the end of this game.
Please forgive us, commentators, for bringing your hopes up for another point, but then letting you all down that the game is over.
If you want to see more, tune in for tomorrow. We'll be here.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I believe that is the end.
Yep. And so here we have confirmation for these scores. The last live stream of the day, we have next Sunday versus Hibiscus, 12-3 final score.
Oh, sorry, a little bit of information right now. So that's not the end of today. Apologies, we just got our schedule. There is a knockout round. There is a crossover round. Sorry. Crossover round happening between the players. What you have just witnessed is the group games. So once they tabulated the scores, they will decide the next matchup against each between the teams. And we'll be here for another 2 more games on the live stream.
So again, apologies that we did not know that this was not the last game, but we will see you around. Stay tuned for more, and we'll be back.